Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. This must be your observation that when you are keenly interested, then your participation is complete. And when the participation is complete, then the understanding is perfect. And if we are not keen to know, not interested at all, so if we are neither keen nor interested, then under such conditions, our participation is half-hearted. And when we are half-heartedly doing anything in life, whether material or the spiritual, we can never get fulfillment of living. Therefore, to create a keen interest in the mind of Arjuna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the first 3 verses marketed his view about the reality and how important it is, how great it is, how rare it is. There is nothing more important than this in this world. This is what I have seen. You have seen these 2 ammas who had come. They are so deeply involved in their satsang. You can see from their eyes. Because once the importance is understood, the life changes. But normally what happens? Going to the temple, ringing the bells, breaking the coconut, walking miles together, and washing the cows. If that is the only thing which is attracting us under the disguise of so-called spirituality, then such people can never have any focal attention on the satsanga study of scriptures. And such people are wasting their time and energy. Therefore, Bhagavan has first brought out that ashraddha dhana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapya mam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. They continue to live in this relative existence because they have not discovered their absolute self. See, in a Bhagavad Mahapuran, one story comes that one king was blessed to have child because of a rishi, and the rishi told, you will be miserable because of the child, before not having, now after having. Now that child was killed by the conspiracy of other queens because the king was not paying attention to them. And naturally the king and the mother of the child cried. And then the rishi and Naraji comes, and Naraji calls the jiva and tells, look here, your parents are crying. Why don't you enter the body and live long? I will give you all the facilities. So the jiva says, which parents? By now I have already gone through thousands of lives. And in every life I have got one pair of parents. So if I keep on crying because of the parents, I will never be able to progress in my life. But they are crying, that is their duty. They can do nothing, therefore they cry. See, please understand this point. Therefore, here the teacher is very clear. Aprapya mam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. We have to be very clear in our life that we have to know the absolute. All other things are different. The other day, somebody asked me this question, Swamiji, you are having here Yoga Vedanta course, and there are other courses also going on here. What is the difference between these two courses? I said, they are different. This is the difference. No, but there must be some reason. What is the difference? I said, the difference, as I understand, is others are doing the various courses so that they can earn bread. And here in this course, we are not teaching the science of earning bread, but those who are seeking. So here, the students are the seekers. And there, they want to learn and teach others so they get their job and then they can continue to live their relative existence. Basic difference. Therefore, after having Stutya Arjunam Abhimukhi Krutya Aha, after having drawn the mind of Arjuna totally towards the self, then Bhagavan says, Maya tatamidam sarvam Jagadavyakta Murtina Matsthani Sarvabhutani Nachaham Teshvavasthitaha. Now here and the next verse, this is the ultimate of the knowledge. I was in Bengal, probably Siliguri. Yes, Siliguri like a Silikudi. In that Siliguri, there was one student, she was doing her doctorate or MPhil on Bhagavad Gita. And she heard that I am giving talks on Bhagavad Gita in English, so she came. And after 2 days, she said, Swamiji, I am doing PhD in Gita, so I have some doubt and I want your thing. And it is regarding some kind of meaningless verses in Bhagavad Gita. There are some verses which have no meaning. They are interpolations. This is what I want to prove. Then I said, is it from the 9th chapter, 4 and 5 verse they are referring? How do you know that? I said, meaningless things I know more than meaningful things. And then she said, it is so contradictory. There is no meaning. I said, if you can discover meaning in this, you will discover Bhagavan Krishna. If you discard this from Bhagavad Gita, you will get a degree and you will suffer throughout life with the load of qualification. Now see what it means. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina. Maya avyakta murtina. Both of them are tritiya vibhakti. Who is this Maya? By me. Mama yaha paro bhavaha tena. So Maya means by me. Who is this me? Not the one who is the manifest. Paro bhavaha. The absolute unmanifest existence that I am. By that me. Tatam vyaptam. Vyaptam means permeated. So by me, the absolute existence is permeated. Sarvam idam jagat. This total world of names and forms, this total world of constant change is permeated by me, who is absolute existence and does not undergo any change. See? Meaning what? The changing world is supported by the changeless reality. Funny? And who are you? Maya avyakta murtina. Na vyakta murtihi svarupam yasya sa mama. Saha aham avyakta murti tena. Avyakta murtina means what? He whose form is not manifest, because essentially he is formless. Now see, as you go subtler and subtler, your form disappears. Earth, we have got some form. When you think about the water, there is a vagueness of the form. When you come to the fire, there is a form, it appears at the manifestation, disappears in the unmanifestation. Air, there is no form. Space, not at all. Mind, you can't even comprehend. And consciousness is forget about the form, and absolute existence is beyond all this. That is why as you go subtler and subtler, as you go nearer to your own self, mind is blasted, because mind can function only where there are forms. See? Forms doesn't mean only the shape. Form means understanding through attributes is form. For example, see, the smells are recognized by the nose, so the object takes the form of the smell and is recognized. So gandha is a form, sparsha is a form, rupa is a form, rasa is a form. So maya avyakta murtina, me, the formless one, is supporting this total world of all the names and forms. And because I am formless, because I am without any change, the unchanging existence that I am is supporting all the jagat, gacchati iti jagat, that which is constantly changing is jagat. So that unchanging reality is supporting this changing world. Why avyakta murtina? Because karana agochara swarupena ityarthaha. Avyakta murti means what? The one who cannot be comprehended by any means of knowledge. How we talk about something or somebody? Either guna, some kind of attributes, or kriya, he does this thing or that thing, or distance, it is that far, or jati, it belongs to the plant kingdom, animal kingdom, etc. See, these are the ways that we can talk about something. But that which is beyond the comprehension of the senses and the mind and the intellect, how can that truth be spoken of and known? Therefore, avyakta murtina karana agochara swarupena ityarthaha. Karana, instruments of knowledge, agochara, cannot be comprehended, swarupena, that which is the one which cannot be comprehended by any means of knowledge, that by me this whole world of names and forms is permeated. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina. Now see, as I told you earlier, every mantra has got three meanings: Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmik. What we hear in the Puranas is the Adi Daivik. What we hear in the Dharma Shastra is the Adi Bhautik. And what we hear in the Vedanta is the oneness between the Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmik. That is one beyond all the differences. So, Adhyatmik is Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina. Now, I see. So, eyes are seeing the colors and forms. Now, what is the shape and the size of the vision? See? It is because of the vision we can see the color and form. Now, can we say that this is the shape of the vision? No. Don't look into the eyes. Eyes are not the one by which we are seeing. We are seeing because of vision behind the eyes. Similarly, because of the Granendriya, we are able to smell. So this outer nose that we see, which is meant for keeping the glasses, that is not the one which is giving us the smell. That nose can be any shape. And yet we smell because the Granendriya does not have any smell. So the smellless Granendriya supports all the smells. The formless vision supports all the colors and forms. See? The soundless ear supports all the sound. The thoughtless mind supports all the thought. How important it is. And this attributeless absolute existence supports the whole world with attribute and changes. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina. So this verse can be said by every one of us. It is not only Bhagavan Krishna can say, every one of us can say this. And further, मत्स्थानी सर्वभूतानि तस्मिन् मयि अव्यक्त मूर्तौ स्थितानि मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि ब्रह्मादीनि स्तंभ पर्यंतानि. In this me, the attributeless pure existence is existing the whole world, everything starting from Brahmaji up to the grass blade. Now see how important it is. When I is awakened, this is the relative example I am giving you. When I is awakened, then I am there, therefore my wife, my children, my religion, my guru, my disciple, my achievement, my failure. So where is everything existing? Everything is existing in this I. In the same manner, the whole world, just now we have completed our this Prashnopanishad, the last verse, Shodashakala Purushaha. So in this, the whole world is contained. So, Tasmin Mai Avyakta Murtau Sitani Masthani Sarvabhutani Brahmadini Stamba Parantani. So in this me, everything exists. What is the reason? Now, the reason is given by the Lord. Nahi niratmakam kinchit bhutam vivahārāya avakalpate ataha masthani maya atmana atmavatvena sthitani ato mai sthitani iti uchchante. Because nahi niratmakam, don't go into the translation, you will get lost. Nahi niratmakam, niratmakam is what? That which does not exist. We are not talking about Chaitanya. We are talking about the existence. So that which does not exist cannot be dealt with, isn't it? Can we try to educate the Vandhyaputra? Vandhyaputra means the child of a barren woman. No, when she is barren, how can she have a child? But then Vandhyaputra is only a word without a meaning. Because there is no Atma, there is no existence of this Vandhyaputra. In the same manner, this whole world that is existing, so it is because of this pure existence alone that the world is available. Because nahi niratmakam kinchit bhutam vivahārāya avakalpate. Similarly, can we use the mirage waters in the Rajasthan for irrigation purpose? No. Because it doesn't exist. It appears. So, nahi niratmakam kinchit bhutam vivahārāya avakalpate ataha masthani maya atmana atmavatvena sthitani. Therefore, everything is existing in me. So, I am the Atma, I am the existence behind all the appearances. How beautiful it is. Atmavatvena sthitani ata mai sthitani iti uchante. Therefore, they are in me. Now, tesham bhutanam aham eva atma iti ataha teshu sthita iti mandabuddhinam avabhasate. When Bhagavan says, they are in me, therefore mandabuddhi, dull-witted dumbs. What they will think? They will think, oh, all the things are in Bhagavan, therefore Bhagavan is in everything. Bhagavan says, no. Nacha aham teshu avastitaha, I am not in them. You are creating confusion. Once you say that you have permeated the whole world, so you are in everything. And then you say everything is in me. We agree. Now you say you are not in them. It's terrible confusion. Some more confusion if you want. Nacha masthani bhutani. Earlier he said masthani sarva bhutani in the 4th verse. Immediately, without taking an achamanam, in the 5th verse he says nacha masthani bhutani. And therefore people get disgusted. This is the secret of the truth. If we can understand this, everything is clear. So, tesham bhutanam aham eva atma iti ataha teshu stitaha. Because I am their atma, I am in them. Therefore, iti muda buddhinam avabhasate. This is how the dull-witted will imagine. Ataha bravimi. Therefore, I am telling nacha aham teshu bhuteshu avastitaha. I am not in them. Meaning what? Murtavat samshlesha bhavena akashasya api antartamaha hi aham. Because murtavat, that which is with the form, that alone can be touched. That alone can be influenced. That which doesn't have any form, it cannot be influenced, it cannot be touched. For example, you take the ornaments. What is ornaments? Name and form plus gold. In this, gold is without name, without form. And ornament is with name, with form. So when you subject this ornament to the heat treatment, who is influenced? The ornament. Meaning the name and the form, because it has a form, murtavat. But the gold is not touched. In the same manner, because I am formless, samshlesha abhavena akashasya api antartamaha. Therefore, nothing can ever touch me. And nahi asamsargi vastu kaschid adheya bhavena avastitam bhavati. And that which is asamsargi, unattached, cannot be superimposed. Adheya is superimposed. Adhara is the substratum. Now, these are technical words, and I will tell you in the local language, then it will go deep in you. Take my favorite example. The ocean says, or the water says. First we will bring ocean, then we will bring water. The ocean says, Maya tatamidam waves. See, all the waves are permeated by me. And what is the wave? It has got a form, it has got a name, a ripple, a breaker, a wave, a tide. See, these are the different names of the waves. And they have got a different shape. And they have got a different date of birth. Every wave grows, born, dies. So all waves with all their changes, right from birth to death, they are permeated by me, maya tatamidam sarvam. This is what the ocean says. Now what are the waves? Waves are with name and form. What is the shape and the form of the ocean? No. Ocean doesn't have any name and form. So, the formless ocean is supporting all the waves which are all with forms. First. The unchanging ocean is supporting all the changing waves. And therefore, masthani sarva bhutani. Therefore, all the waves are in me. Because I am permeating every wave. But, nacha aham teshu avasthita. But I am not in any wave. Means what? What is the biography of every wave? The biography of every wave is, it is born, it grows, it fights, it struggles, and one day it dies. So, nacha aham teshu avasthitaha. Therefore, when a wave is born, I am not born. When the wave grows, I do not grow. When the wave is fighting with other wave, I don't fight with any wave, I support all the waves. And when the waves are born, happy birthday to you is not there for me. And when the waves die, there is no mourning session. Nacha aham teshu avasthitaha. That means the tragedy of the waves do not belong to me. See? Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina. Now, is it not equally true? Now see. The waking experience comes, stays and goes. Who suffers? The waker. Neither the body nor the consciousness. Then the dream experience comes. There also the dreamer suffers. Neither the mind nor the consciousness. Then the deep sleep experience comes. Who enjoys the peace? Neither the body nor the mind. So this absolute existence, which is supporting all the areas of experiences, is not influenced by any one of them. Therefore, he is neither awake nor sleeping. This is what is the meaning. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina mastani sarvabhutani. Where from the waking and the dream comes? From the deep sleep. Where do the waking and the dream go? They go back to deep sleep. So this consciousness which is supporting the total world of relativity is not influenced by any one of them. So consciousness is neither sinful nor meritorious. Consciousness is neither Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra nor Hindu, Musalman. Consciousness is neither animal nor plants. They are all in it and it is in none of them. Just like the mirage waters are in the sun rays, but the sun rays are untouched by the mirage waters. In the same manner, all the ornaments are in the gold, but the gold is untouched by all the names and the forms of the ornaments. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina masthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. Now see, if we deeply go into this itself is the ultimate. You don't require any kind of Om ityekaksharam brahma vyaharanma manusparam yaprayati. We don't want to go anywhere. We cannot. The jiva can think of going here and there. Papa, punya, karma, creation, destruction. But all these things are happening in this absolute existence that we are. Where is a question of doing anything? And therefore, tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. So, it is not that only through the yoga abhyas alone we can attain what was said in the 8th chapter. This is what Bhagwan Shankara in the first Sambandha Bhashya told. Ashtame nadidvarena dharana yogaha sagunaha ukta. In the 8th chapter, this dharana yoga for the attainment of liberation of I at the relative plane was spoken of. Tasya phalam and the result thereof by the Agni Archadi Kramena Kalantare Brahma Prapti Lakshanam Uktam. And then after going to the Brahma Loka, you get liberation. This was said. Now one should not have this notion. What? Tatra anena eva prakarena moksha prapti phalam adhigamyate na anyatha iti tada tad ashanka vivrutsaya. So to remove this kind of doubt, only through that yoga abhyas one can attain. No. But there is other path. What is the path? This is the path. Go deep within yourself. See? In our deep sleep, everything is absorbed in the Prakriti. Again it comes out. Again it goes back. And from this everyday experience of ours, we have not learnt anything. See? And we claim to be walking the spiritual path. Those who cannot learn from the experience of their own life, nobody can teach them, even Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Therefore, this is a subjective thing. Now go on contemplating on this. The waking comes, stays and goes, dream comes, stays and goes, deep sleep comes and goes, but I am the same. This Avyakta Murti, because of the waking I don't become a waker, because of the sin I don't become a sinner, because of the dharma I don't become a dharmi. See? Because of the action I don't become a doer. Nachamam tani karmani nivadnanti dhananjaya udasinam udasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. The more you contemplate on this, you will see only by proper inquiry and contemplation, everything is wiped out. Now, ataha evam asamsargitvat mama, because I am untouched by anything, because I am even the substratum of the space. So, nachamastani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram bhuta bhrunna cha bhutastho mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Nachamastani bhutani. Immediately whatever was said in the fourth verse is rejected. Then why did you teach us the fourth verse? See? Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina mastani sarva bhutani nachaham tisho astita nachamastani bhutani. But to be very frank with you, Arjun, there is nothing in me. Nachamastani bhutani. Really? Pashyame yogameshwaram. Isn't it a jadoo? See, yogameshwaram. See, mastani nacha bhutani brahmadini pashyame yogam yuktim ghatanam. See, what a wonder of wonder it is. And this is mama ishwaram ishwarasya idam ishwaram yogam atmanaha yathatmyam ityartaha. This is my essence. Atmanaha yathatmyam. Now to understand this, let us go one step further beyond the ocean. First, Bhagavan has taken the position of the ocean, and looking at the waves, he has said this statement. So as if the ocean is Bhagavan Sri Krishna and speaking. So he will say this statement, Maya tadamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina mastani sarvabhutani nachaham tesho astititaha. That means, when the cause is looking toward the effect, this will be the experience. Now, one step further. Go to the level of the water. What the water will tell? Where is the ocean? See? From the water's point of view, there is nothing like ocean. And from the water's point of view, there is nothing like a wave. Why? Because when you touch the wave, you are touching the water. When you touch the ocean, you are touching the water. So what is happening? On this water, we have superimposed the causation in the form of ocean and the status of effect in the form of the waves. So on the water, cause and effect are superimposed. See? On the absolute reality, creation and the creator is superimposed. So, From the point of view of the ocean, water, if we go and talk to the water. Water, yes dear. I am so much afraid of you. In that ocean, I feel drowning when I go there. So the water will say, excuse me, my dear, but I don't understand your language. You're talking something called as ocean. What is that ocean? So we'll start laughing. Water? You don't know ocean. No, I don't know ocean. See? And then further. But you know that ocean, is so terrible. He breaks those small little cute riplets. Now water will say, what are you talking nonsense? I am not understanding anything. From water's point of view, there is neither the ocean nor the waves. There is but water. From the absolute reality point of view, the relativity has no existence. Who is the creator, sustainer and the destroyer of this Jagat is the one, Bhuta Bhavanaha, Vardhayati, Utpadayati. Therefore, in this manner, I am the creator and sustainer of this whole world. Now the question comes, in these two verses, what Bhagavan has said has to be explained through some example. And therefore now Bhagavan is giving an example. One example which I gave you with reference to the waves, ocean and water. Now another example Bhagavan gives here in the 6th verse. Yatha kashasthito nityam Vayu sarvatra go mahan Tatha sarvani bhutani Masthani tyupadharaya Yatha akasha sthito nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan Yatha loke akasha sthitaha akashe sthitaha. So nityam sada, all the time, vayu sarvatra gacchati, sarvatra go. And mahan parimanataha, in the space, this terrible air is constantly moving everywhere. Tatha akashavat sarvagate mai. In the same manner, I, who is like the space in me, asamsleshena eva sthitani iti evam upadharaya janihi. Just like in this space, this terrible air or the vayu is constantly moving. But because of that, the space is undisturbed, untouched by the vayu. Now see how important it is. That is why, one of the most effective method of contemplation is to do the bhavana, that I am the space. And therefore, one of the technique in Vijnana Bhairav is this, that when you sit for dhyana abhyas, you start dissolving one by one part. First of all, dissolve the legs into, that is the Prithvi Tattva, into the Jala Tattva. So from the legs up to these umbalikas is the Jala Tattva. So all these lower limbs, Prithvi Tattva, dissolve it in the Jala Tattva. Then Jala Tattva is dissolved in the Agni Tattva, from umbalikas to the heart. And then dissolve this Agni Tattva into the Vayu Tattva, from the heart up to the Vishuddha Chakra. And then dissolve this Vayu into the Akasha Tattva, from the throat up to the Agya Chakra. And then dissolve it into the Manas, Buddhi and Chaitanya. This is how slowly everything is dissolved. And when everything is absent, that which is supporting the absence is the real existence. This is how Akashasthitaha nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan tatha sarvani bhutani masthani tyupadharaya. In this manner, recognized as the space is untouched by anything, so also we are untouched by everything. And this we have seen so many times in our lives. Every moment, our eyes are untouched by the colors and form. That is why the moment you lift your eyes from one color to another color, immediately it is known why they are not influencing the vision. Vision is that which is not influenced. Knowledge is that which is untouched. Consciousness, the pure knowledge, is untouched by any upadhi, any conditioning. In this manner, I am this avyakta murti, like the space is without form, so also I without form support the whole world, and yet the world is unable to influence me. Without the space, air cannot exist. Similarly, without the existence, the world cannot exist. But that doesn't mean that the existence is dependent on the world. It is independent existence. Evam vayuhu akashe iva mai sthitani sarvani bhutani sthiti kale tani. So all these things are existing in me when they are existing. But when kalpakshay, when the time of dissolving comes, then what happens? Next verse. Sarva bhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpadau visrujamyaham. हे कौंतेय कुंतीपुत्र सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रकृतिम त्रिगुणात्मिकाम अपराम निकृष्टाम यान्ति मामिकाम मदीयाम कल्पक्षये प्रलय काले. All these beings are merged in my prakriti at the time of the great deluge. So sarva bhutani, हे कौंतेय माम त्रिगुणात्मिकाम अपराम निकृष्टाम प्रकृतिम यान्ति कल्पक्षये प्रलय काले. पुनः भूयः तानि भूतानि उत्पत्ति काले कल्पादो विसृजामि उत्पादयामि अहम पूर्ववत्. And again, when the time of the manifestation come, again I bring them, all of them out. Now watch this phenomena in your own personal experience. When we go to sleep, everything, the whole world is going back to the Prakriti. And in that Prakriti, when everything is absent, we continue to exist. And again, when the Prakriti starts manifesting, again everything is brought out because of this pure existence that we are. And in this manner, the whole world is dissolved in me and born out of me. Like all the waves are born out of me and they go back to me. In this manner, सर्वाणि भूतानि माम मामिकाम प्रकृतिम यान्ति कल्पक्षये पुनः तानि कल्पादु विसृजामि अहम. Again I make them manifest with the beginning of the kalpa. एवं अविद्या लक्षणाम प्रकृतिम स्वाम अवष्टभ्य विसृजामि पुनः पुनः. In this manner, प्रकृतिम स्वाम अवष्टभ्यः विसृजामि पुनः पुनः भूतग्राममिमं कृष्णम् अवशं प्रकृतेर्वशात्. प्रकृतिं स्वाम स्वीयाम अवष्टभ्य, not अवष्टभ्यः, अवष्टभ्य वशीकृत्य, thus keeping my prakriti under my total control, vashikritya, visrujami punah punah, prakrititah jatam bhutagramam, bhuta samudayam. Again I bring forth all the beings, the whole world, from the prakrititah jatam, that is born out of prakriti. Imam vartamanam, what is seen in the present. Krishnam Samagram, the total world that is seen in the present is brought from the past which was submerged in the unmanifestation. Avasham, aswatantram, avidyadi doshaihi paravashikrutam. See, you go to sleep, even if you are a Kumbhakarna, you will have to come out of the sleep. There is no way. Avasham prakrute avashat. Because the compulsion of the impact of the Prakriti is so much that one will continue to be in this transmigration, manifestation, unmanifestation, manifestation, unmanifestation. What is the reason? Avidyadi doshahi paravashikrutam. Because we have not recognized our essential existence. And therefore, this whole world is born again and again. Udasinavadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu नचमाम तानि कर्वाणि निबद्धन्ति धनंजय. हे धनंजय, हे अर्जुन, नचमाम ईशम तानि भूतग्रामस्य विषम विसर्ग निमित्तानि कर्माणि निबद्धन्ति. हे अर्जुन, those karmas, which are those karmas? Bhutagramasya vishama visarga nimittani karmani. This variety of creation that is constantly coming out and going back, this type of karma of creation, dissolution and sustenance, you influenced by any one of them. So udasina vadasinam. Udasinavad yatha udasinaha upekshakaha kaschit tadvad asinam atmanaha. Just like some person who is indifferent. So he is not influenced. Like we go for the satsang and we are indifferent. So we are not influenced by the satsang. In the same manner, Bhagavan is not at all influenced by the whole world because the udasina, there is some railway accident, okay. So all our politicians belong to this category. Nothing touches them. So upekshakaha kwaschit tadanim asid asinam atmanaha avikriyatvat. Because I am never undergoing any modification. This unmodified being that I am. So avikriyatvat asaktam phalasanga rahitam. And therefore, I am unattached to the results of the karma as well as abhimana varjitam aham. And I do not have the sense of doership that I am the doer. Iti teshu karmasu. Because all the karmas are done by these people with their own abhimana. Therefore, they suffer, I don't. Ataha anyasya api kartrutva abhimana bhavaha phalasanga bhavaha cha avandhana karanam anyatha karma vibaddhate moodaha koshakaravat iti abhiprayaha. Now what is the purpose of telling this? Karmani na nibaddhanti. Bhagavan says, anyasyapi, if anyone who will live in this world, udasinavad, remain totally indifferent, don't get involved when it is not required. See how important it is. And if we are able to practice this, that we don't get involved, do not get disturbed, we are practicing spiritual life. And when we get influenced, go on interacting violently, suffer, then we can never grow spiritually. So, anyasya api kartrutva abhimana abhavaha. If there is sense of doership is given away, and phala asanga bhavaha, then phala sanga, no more attachment abhavaha to the results, becomes abandhana karanam, becomes the reason for no bondage. This is the meaning. Anyatha karma bihi baddhate moodaha koshakaravat. or else we are tied down by our own work, by our own action, by our own thoughts. We only go on imagining that I am not well, and then only I think today I am all right. It's all our own imagination. All these moods come and go. Don't give much importance to them. In this manner, Bhagavan has told the truth. And once we have to hold on to this, that is the only way. Now, here a doubt is raised. In the 10th verse, we will take in the next class. With this we conclude here. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.